This is good. Is this good? Yeah? Okay. What about this? Boo. Why? See, I feel like everything is a little yeah or boo. See, what one person calls good, some other schmuck could just call a hunk of rock. One person calls art, someone could just write off as pop media. But of course there's a lot of overlap in everything. What do we have in common? Both jugglers and museums manipulate objects. Well, sometimes jugglers drop objects, whereas the objects that museums hold, they shouldn't be dropped at all. We call these artifacts. You see, an artifact is an object that is of its time, yet out of its time. The role of a juggler is to animate objects. Whereas museums, objects, and it's complicated. Museums have a lot of jobs in order to turn an object into an artifact. Museums collect objects, often dubiously, and then they preserve, they research, they interpret. You have to have a lot of time to read books to talk about art. And they display artifacts for the public. The public in a museum. One of those two pieces makes an artifact. You see, when an object is shown for long enough, on a big enough stage, then it becomes a masterpiece. So, I have to ask you, is it working yet? Although I don't know if I can make a masterpiece yet. Where do masterpieces belong? Museums. What belongs in a history museum? Old stuff. What belongs in an art museum? Hopefully good stuff. So what belongs in a circus? You know, sometimes I feel like I don't know where my art belongs. How could I make anything half as striking as a Van Gogh? What is juggling? Is juggling a high art? Hopefully. Please tell me it's not just low art. Maybe it's a type of folk craft. Or is it just pure ephemera? I'm a juggler. My art can't last like a statue can. I don't have 12 years of canvases that I can look back on to record my progress. And I can't sell a single piece for $30,000 that will appreciate in value over 55 years. I'm a juggler. I animate objects. I don't drop artifacts. Because you see, when a painter dies, their work becomes priceless. But when a juggler dies, I think I like looking at old things because they make me feel small, but also in a good way. It's some kind of comfort, like I belong somewhere in the grand scheme. I think about how we right now aren't really all that different from past peoples 100, 1,000 years ago. I mean, medieval peasants did laundry. And they sang songs to each other. They baked bread for each other. And they kissed their loved ones in the foreheads. You see, these people were here. They lived colorful lives, but they went. And maybe that's why we marvel at artifacts, at these objects out of time that They were able to show the human instinct to keep going despite time. That they could display the human longing to leave something that will continue long after we, right now, no longer care.